365, shake my hand and welcome to another video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you are up to date every time I upload. Right now, I'm not doing too bad. I'm doing about 3 assets a day, sometimes 2. And so you really don't want to miss out on those. You want the notifications to come through so that at the very least you can keep track of what videos you've watched and what videos you're still going to come back to, because all I am doing is mapping out where the treasure is asset by asset, and it's been going well. Right, so today we're looking at the euro versus the Turkish new lira. Right, I don't know if you guys saw what happened to the Turkish lira last year with inflation, and what's going on in Argentina right now. Right, it's a beautiful book for traders and investors to learn how to take advantage of this thing. It's called Currency Wars. It's a brilliant masterpiece. And yeah, we're seeing all these things: the global recession we spoke about last year, massive inflation that we spoke about last year, and Turkish lira really suffered in 2020, 2021, 2022, etc. And here it is against the euro. I mean, I'm on the weekly time frame, but this is hella weak. This is crazy. And these videos are so important because had I done this exact same video that I'm about to do in 2020, where's 2020? Where's 2020? I promise you, you're going to see an explosion, right? So this explosion starts off with COVID, right? As soon as this lira falls apart, there we go. November 2019 is the last preset demand, and the reason why obviously we took this trade was in accordance to supply and demand. And I promise you, I got out right here, right? I literally got out here January 2020 without even knowing the tsunami I had. Before I even knew about COVID, I got out, and I'd been holding this trade for a very long time, for about almost 2 months, 2.5 months. And had I just held on a little bit longer and let the macroeconomics, the sentiment play a big part, I would have been part of a beautiful swing to positional trade that not only ran for months, but removed major turning points, creating new major turning points, removing new major turning points, and on and on and on. And this went on for a while, and it's still going. I mean, this is a clean bull type of trade, right? So we're back on this asset, right? It's not an asset that I commonly visit in the war rooms. That's why when I look at it again, I haven't traded euro Turkish lira in a long time, despite everything that I've just told you, except back in 2019. And man, am I not so jealous. 365 registered students, those of you who've done my course, you've done module 1, module 2, take those rules and go back and back test this asset. Go back test this asset and see for yourself the beauty of profiling an asset correctly, aligning yourself with our sequence alignment strategy, multiple time frame, getting those weekly, daily nested areas of value, and see the potential. All right, there's absolutely no telling when this is going to stop, except for the fact that now we need to be absolutely careful because, again, we have removed a previous all-time high, previous major turning point. And if maybe we go back in time, historically speaking, to see what happens when price removes areas of value, we can then start to almost assimilate where price is going to go to next. But we're going to do that properly in a full-blown analysis, which I'm about to start right now. Once again, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Right. Look at this beauty here, right? So I am using my trading charts for swings, and unfortunately FXCM does not offer historical data. So let's go to ICE. We're gonna break the stuff down on ICE or Saxo. This is 2005. Okay, that's a little bit better data, but let's see if Saxo is something better for us. We're going to break it down on these bigger time frames up until we get to the governing time frame, and then we're going to move back. All right, so there's really nothing. There's nothing to talk about, guys. There's nothing to talk about. This is what I mean. Well, we look at this. When you catch a profile, you're telling me had you open buy trades here at the right daily time frame, let's say last year you didn't know what you're doing, but let's say you joined us here at 365, right? This is literally the year 2020-21. What about those of you who are with me publicly in 2020? Right, this could have changed your life by itself. A good lot size and just holding. Positional trading, right? There's nothing. Price is so parabolic, it's insane. And price can't ever retrace back to these lows, right? This is a currency. I don't even see price ever coming back. What markets need to do is markets need to shape and, retrace, create a original turn, create a new value order block for retracement, and then continue to the heavens. And that's what's going to happen, I'm assuming, over the years. A currency crash like this on the euro is very, 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 very unlikely. All right, very, very unlikely. So for the longest of time, 10 years from now, we're still going to be facing a buy profile asset, right? So there's nothing to do on the 1-year chart. On the 3-month chart, there we go. So I can do something like this. This is a little bit better, right? This is a little bit better. Come back to the 12-month chart. You can see, I think earlier on I just drew something like this. So it's more realistic that you might get a pullback there one day very far into the future type of situation. But until then, you've got a very, very strong upside momentum to price. I'm going to remove all the drawings, but don't forget we mapped this buy out a long time ago in 2019. It was a very good trade then, and back then I thought, wow, this is amazing. It's interesting. In 2019, the way I viewed the markets, I'd already started teaching a little bit in 2019. I was still very much trading for myself and for my floor. It was 2019 was the second year I had officially registered as a floor trader and running my own floor. So you think, wow, I'm holding a 3 months, 4 month swing trade, and you think you really, you're doing amazing things. When I look back, the saying is very true. If you follow the law of incremental value, I'm going to teach you something. The law of incremental gain is never wrong, okay? And what that is every day just keep doing the same things, just keep getting better in small portion of time, keep putting in the hours. If all you can spare is 2 hours a week on your trading, keep putting in 2 hours a week in your trading. If you can make more time, make more time. As long as you are consistent, that is the law of incremental gain. It is never wrong. Eventually it all adds up. That's why when I look back at my 2019 most celebrated trades, I realized for a fact that when I tell myself subconsciously, I see it in real life, that absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. And you should be doing the same thing for yourself. Even if you're starting to trade right now, some of you didn't even know what supply and demand was just a year ago. Some of you didn't even know that when you're looking at price, you need to look at higher time frames just a year ago. You had no idea that this is the correct approach to price. This is an acceptance. Every day and every day I'm getting better and better. Accept that about your journey. Doing this and accepting this big truth as quickly as possible, accept number one, and then repeating it all the time, constant repetition equals auto suggestion. You get your subconscious mind to make your conscious mind believe it, and you start to see the results. Every day you're getting better and better. Every day. Some of you used to have 7 indicators on your chart. Now you trade with none. Every day you're getting better and better. Some of you knew nothing about trading a year ago. Now your favorite is you say things like, "Oh, I only like to trade crypto. Or I only like to trade indices." That is you getting better and better. All right. I don't want to go on a tangent, but anyway, let's look at Euro, Turkish lira. It's just pointless. It's a buy profile asset price is extremely parabolic. These lessons about wicks being filled, I'm trying to give you help in mastering direction. You only make money if you know where price is going. Full stop. That's the only time a trader makes money. A trader requires holistic knowledge. You need to know where price is coming from. Where is price today in relation to your profit target? Your profit target is always going to be where is price going. So when I say markets need to fill wicks because of market inefficiencies, you look at the market, you look at the order blocks, you look at the trend, you look at the profile, and the direction of that wick will tell you what you need to do, because you will now know where price is going. Price is going up, therefore the wicks need to get filled up. This could have been a clean entry. On some time frame, right? I can draw a straight line. Let's draw a straight line and let's find a daily demand there. Close to that area. I'm drawing a straight line. I'm on the 3 months chart. I'm going to quickly do multiple time frame analysis from there. Yeah, no governing time frame, no nothing. The circle is way too big. By the time we zone into smaller time frames, you'll be surprised. We're going to find a valid entry point here. That price never broke. That means from the financial quarter of October 2021 that you opened a buy order on some daily area of value and never closed it. This is where you would be today. You think I'm lying? Okay, I'm gonna go down to monthly. Okay, on monthly, I already have a governing time frame. Just like that, just at the base of that week, right? I'm doing this in front of you. So now I can draw a governing zone, right? This red line is from a previous chart I just did in a previous video. So I hope you're watching these videos because they are literally loaded with information. If I disappear again for another 90 days, because I'm like, oh my God, I enjoyed meditating. My life was so peaceful. I don't really need to be actively working. I've mapped out charts for you since 2023. I'm not saying I'm going to disappear. I'm just saying, I try not to be reckless with my movements. I spent 2 years empowering people on the internet. I built a very great, incredible course with all my trading rules. I think sometimes, not to sound selfish, sometimes I really, really do believe in my heart that I deserve time off, right? So look at this. Circle drawn from the 3 months chart on the monthly time frame. All of a sudden was seeing there was complicated 365 candles. Those of you who've done my course, those of you who haven't, got a counter trend for 2 months and a bullish engulfing pattern, and price sits on it and explodes. Let's keep digging. Remember, we're just trying to fill a week here. Right, now I'm on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, what do you have on the weekly time frame? You see this zone, this area of value, see how big it is? I'm going to draw white lines around it. Remember how big it is. Remember, you would not be able to trade such a big zone as a retail trade. I'm going to do that. I'm teaching. Why am I teaching on this chart? But maybe this will help you. Let me know if this helped you. Right, see that? That's the proximal and distal line of the governing time frame. So now I'm going to make my areas of value smaller. Why? Because I'm a smart person. I want to think, because I'm looking at the chart. This is what the weekly time frame is doing. I have now found a weekly demand inside a governing demand, and now my area of value has changed. Look carefully on the weekly time frame. Right on top of our governing time frame, you got another entry. Right here, you got another entry. In case you missed the first one to fill the week, in case Leroy is talking nonsense, right? I'm going to show you. This is back tested, guys. If you follow the rules and you come and do the work, money just starts to pop up, right? So we are interested in entering here where I drew my line, but there it is. Let's say you missed it. Markets gave you another chance and another chance. Now we're dropping onto the daily time frame. Right, boys and girls, ladies, gentlemen, right? So there's my white line. So when I say to you that all you had to do was to open a trade by that green line that I drew on the 3 months chart and prove to you that price would not have stopped you out, was I lying? There we are on the daily time frame. Why would I open a trade randomly, Leroy? Because there's a wick? No, there isn't. The daily time frame gives you all the confirmation that you need. You've got a daily order block. You've got everything that you need for a whoa trade. We'll talk about whoa trades in module 3. Yo, by the way, less than 60% of you are still enrolled in the course. Those of you who have registered, it's amazing. I don't know. I have no words actually. Let me just move on with my life. Right. So this is what we have here. Clean. Look at that. Why is this important? This is that green line that I drew on the 3 months chart. This is why these videos matter, because when you understand what I'm doing, there it is. You would have had price. Show me where price kicked you out. Show me where your stop loss got hit. Show me where your stop loss got hit since 2022, January last year. This is a 1-year positional trade. Banks think in 3 months, take profit in 1 year. Show me where price is. From there to there, this is money. Money, 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 money. Right, and this is all I am trying to do with these videos. Whether you subscribe, whether you like the videos, whether you leave a comment, I hope to God you're learning something in secret, in silence. Whether you finish the videos, some of you watch the videos for 4 minutes. My channel is not monetized. Like, I'm not losing anything, but I hope this analysis will stand the test of time. All right, literally, Euro Turkish lira is a buy profile asset. I've broken it down already. I've taught you a lot of things about understanding multiple time frame analysis. There's no point in me going all the way back. This is where we are right now. Major turning point removed. This is where the major turning point was removed. The wick has been filled. So now we really need to think carefully about where price is. All right, because when we see where price is, we might want to map out what is best for us. Where is price going? Because it's a buy profile asset, we're going to have multiple demand zones. Once again, registered students, if I am your mentor, please don't take me lightly. Don't take your journey lightly. Don't take yourself lightly. When I say something, guys, it's vital. It's for your own good. Go back and back test every single time frame. You're gonna see there's not much to do on the 12 month, not much to do on the 3 month. From the governing time frame, scale it all the way down to H4, daily, weekly H4. See this stuff for yourself. See how many daily demands are missed, how many are broken. Get this stuff. This is easy. This is an easy asset to trade, right? So the white line I've drawn here is the end of the party of that long wick, which is the last big major turning point we've had. Price since then has exploded up. I, generally speaking, have a rule of thumb when I want to join a trend that's left me, and this trend is long left, right? I only want an area of value that I can trust. And by that, it needs to be nested. There has to be some sequence alignment. So I'm going to be looking at my weekly to give me confirmations. Look at the weekly chart that I'm walking you guys backwards. You see this? Look at my weekly. Look at my weekly. So I've already drawn these ones for you. This is 2000. This is like a year now, a year's worth of weekly demands. And this is what a lot of people don't know about swing trading. I'm going to break some stuff down today. I mean, this chart should have been 1 2 1 2, but I feel like teaching. It's so sad, by the way, if you don't subscribe and you don't watch all the videos. Some videos are ABC, chat, but a video like this, it has information that you very much will pay for, that you don't, but you won't know it's there because you looked at the title. And I'm not good with writing YouTube titles, so my algorithm is messed up. By the way, YouTube punishes me every single day for tags, poor titles. I'm not creative enough with my thumbnails. I don't have time for any of these things. Okay, so the only way the more of my videos can push out is through my community. If you can like and subscribe, I would absolutely appreciate this. But swing traders, swinging has multiple benefits. Multiple benefits. I want you to understand this. But a swing trader needs the eye of a sniper, right? A sniper is commonly a trader or day trader who gets these great entries. You can be a sniper, of course, in any time frame, but generally speaking, sniper entries are common for retail traders, number one. Number two, very common for retail traders who are day traded on very small time frames, because a sniper really want a clean entry on the 5, 10, 15 minutes chart that looks really cool for Instagram. When you switch the time frame to an hour, then you close before the day ends. And I'm bringing this up to say you need an eye of a sniper, because when it comes to swinging, you only have a limited amount of valid entries, and they are spaced apart. This is why people don't find swing trading attractive, let alone not knowing that they're missing out on money. You have limited amount of valid entries, and they are spaced out. Right? So if you get one good daily supply, let's talk about demand since we're looking at EURTRY here. If you get one good daily demand, it might take anywhere between 3 to 7 to 8 weeks. Let's make it an even number, 7 to 8 weeks for you to get a new daily demand, because price needs to create momentum to the upside. Number one, price then needs to then come back and create continuation patterns. Number two, and what I've seen on the daily time frame, I can back test it across at least 100 assets and come back to you in 2 months time with a real actual statistic. But what I've seen most of the times, if price creates a value-based demand, what it needs to do is it needs to first create a CP. A CP is a continuation pattern, not a PCP. There's a difference. Take the course. It needs to create two big CPs, all right? And then all of a sudden, you get more momentum to the upside. And the distance between daily charts, daily demands can vary, but some take 2 months, 3 months. And then you also have this time period of counter trending, which in itself on the weekly time frame could be 3 to 4 weeks, right? So it takes time, and you'll find that by the time price gets to a governing supply or a major turning point or a presidential supply, you'll find that actually in a period of 3 years or 2 years or 1 year, you're only at 10 great proper swing trading entries. only 10, only 15. There are not so many, especially if you follow in sequence alignment, which is you'll need a daily zone that is nested at least in a weekly zone, and more power if your area of value is listed in a governing time frame, a monthly zone. Right? Those of you who have been with me for a long time know exactly what I'm talking about. This is not easy peasy. You don't get these daily swing areas. Now, what causes these swing areas? Well, let's look at Euro, Turkish lira. All right, TRY. And let's look at it very carefully. Let's go back to the charts because this is interesting, right? This is absolutely interesting. Look at this thing. Look at this. I'm on the weekly time frame, right? This is pretty much a bullish thing. Let's go to the monthly time frame. I showed it to you at the beginning. I'm showing it to you again. This is pretty much a bullish asset, right? You can see that the red candles are starting to disappear. The structure of the chart is changing. It's extremely parabolic. Let's go to the 3 months chart. You can see all I see is green, 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 right? Very bullish. And the 12-month chart, where every single candlestick since 2004, 2005, 2001, actually, very bullish, right? There's crazy. It's just buyers. Now, a chart like this, it makes me wonder, well, Leroy, why do people still struggle? Look at the daily time frame. Look at all these red candles. We still know this is the same bullish structure that we've been talking about. And that's because of how price moves. If markets wanted to go up, which they clearly want to go up in this asset here, Euro, Turkish lira, but if markets really wanted to go up, they could have just simply gone up like this every day, every month, every week, every year, right? And that would actually mean that retail traders could enter here, 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 and would all make money, and no one would be the wiser. But price does not move like that. And this is the intersection between day traders and swing traders. Day traders and swing traders. That is, it is the day trader's job in the market, professional day trader, to understand that price is leaving an area of value and is going up for the day. So day trader might be able to buy here, and then price by tomorrow will start to retrace, and a day trader will simply sell, right? If they got it right, and then price will retrace, and then markets will sell there, and they'll have bought down there, and price will retrace. So every day you're doing something like this on your smaller time frames. A swing trader's job is to identify where these retracements will simply end, right? It might take 3 days, might take 1 week, etc., etc. And a swing trader, what they do, because they've got more skin in the game in terms of risk and more money that's been pulled over time, and I'm talking about institutions, not retail traders, is the longer they hold, the more backing they create. And we know about herd mentality. It's the swing trader who will then later on create what we call a trend, because all of a sudden, institutional swing trader, not retail trader, institutional swing trader, because all of a sudden, retail traders are seeing patterns like this. As they buy in and out for hours and days and intraday trade, etc., this is literally what's controlling the momentum. So these type of assets, like these interesting exotic pairs, don't come by easily. But when you figure out the trend, guys, this is so easy to read. You just hold and wait, right? So where are we with EURTRY? What are our marching orders for 2023? We need to see this consistency that I just mapped out here on the weekly time frame. You can see I was now somewhere here where I was showing you that there's an order block on the weekly time frame, and price comes. Price comes. Doesn't matter how dramatic it will be. Price wants to make contact with weekly areas of demand. And when price makes contact with weekly areas of demand, you do what I did at the beginning of this video. On the 3 months chart, I showed you how I located the cleanest daily buy in there, right? I can still keep going back in time. I'm still on the weekly time frame. Find me one single retracement where markets have so far violated the rules of supply and demand. I moved from 2023 and now I'm all the way in 2021. I'm all the way in 2021. Let's investigate. You'll be like, oh, but Leroy, this didn't work. Well, there we go. First of all, this did work, right? Price push, but price then created an uphill, a lot of imbalance. If you go on the daily time frame in here, you will find several supplies. So market reacts somewhere there, right? True supplies on the daily, no much weight on the weekly, but nonetheless, it's a retracement zone. Price then pushes to the downside, and then eventually retraces up. You pull up a Fibonacci, you go from the latest swing low to swing high. golden ratio was stuff I teach on a daily. Like literally, I've been saying the same stuff on the internet for the last 3 years. I noticed that the other day. Someone even asked me, don't you get tired? And the truth of the matter is I cannot. My purpose in life is to stop teaching people as soon as I clock in the 365 dream. The 365 dream is creating 365 six-figure traders. I'm on 100 and something right now. All right, I'm only on 100 and something. Once I do this, I retire. That's my legacy. 365. I've created 365 million years. I was the first. There will be many more to follow. I mean, I'm grateful for how much we've done so far, but this is the goal. So I will keep repeating a power of one until everybody, at least 300 people, are paying attention enough. Right. So we really need to get to a place where we're doing something like this. Right. So if you want to know what to do with the Euro Turkish lira, my suggestion is you want to wait for confluence between a weekly retracement into a weekly area of value, and based on the parabolic nature of price here and looking at where price is on the charts, the next one is somewhere here. It's not the best retracement zone. It is not the best. Let's go to Akinihashi. Right, so we're going to use Akinihashi to see something. We're going to tighten it a little bit like that so that we've got a little bit of basing right there. If we go Akinihashi, by the way, look at where all the red and greens meet. Look at all the way the red and greens meet. Look at all the red and greens meet, right? We've drowned out a lot of the noise. These are volume-based, momentum-based candlesticks, right? So that's what I'm waiting for, personally. And yeah, it's just an upward swing. So I can't even tell you where the take profit is, right? You log profits on such a chart. You don't take profit, you log profit. You just scale it for the rest of your life until a big red candle comes flashing down, and then you take whatever you keep in the markets. This is white line represents that major turning point where it came to a stop. We've got a lot of basing in this zone, and then we've got momentum right there. This is some clean momentum, clean imbalance. We also got a clean momentum, clean imbalance, but price did try to come back. So now we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I would think weekly on a chart like this. I would think weekly on a chart like this. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I will definitely see you in the next one. 365.